it's Jen. We're going to do a 20-minute slow flow yoga class today. So it's a pretty gentle, relaxing flow, although we are going to have some strong standing postures that will hopefully make you feel nice and stable today. We don't need any props. I know the past couple of weeks I've done some restorative yoga poses, and hopefully you really enjoy those. I love restorative yoga. But let's do something a little different today, a little bit more movement, get into the nooks and crannies of our body through some slow flow yoga. So wherever you're at, we're going to meet in standing. So we're going to meet in Tadasana, mountain pose. So for mountain pose, we're going to stand up nice and tall. Our feet are hip distance apart. Remember, in yoga, we want to have our joints stacked. So what that means is our knees are above our ankles, our hips are above our knees, our shoulders are above our hips. We're going to stand up nice and tall, shrug those shoulders back, pull them away from our ears, maybe lift our feet up, our toes up, and then relax them onto the mat. Ground into all of the corners of our feet as we spin our arms open, our palms facing forward, so we have a nice broad chest. Broad heart space. Imagine light emanating from our heart. Be careful not to lock the knees here, so maybe have a light micro bend in the knees. And when you're ready, we'll go ahead and float our eyes closed and take a breath and let it go. One more deep breath in through the nose and exhale out the mouth. And here in this moment of quiet, I encourage you to pay attention to the subtle movements of your body, the gentle swaying back and forth, side to side, of your entire body as it tries to fully arrive on your mat, as it attempts to find its center. As the movements settle down, if you'd like to set an intention for your practice today, now is the time to do so. Perhaps it's simply dedicating your practice to someone or some thought. We'll place our hands together, thumbs finding that heart center, and we'll seal that intention with a deep breath in and a deep breath out, lowering the chin to the chest, the head to the heart. When you're ready, open your eyes. Release your hands to the side, and we'll start off with 2 half sun salutations. Inhale, arms up, look up, exhale, swan dive forward, light bend in the knees. Inhale, hands on shins, halfway up, nice long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, up, hands meet above your heart. Relax in prayer position. One more of those. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands on shins. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, release. Reverse swan dive. Hands again reaching above your head, finding heart center. We'll move on to 2 sun salutations A. Again, feel free to modify as needed, moving your plank to your knees or skipping the plank altogether. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands on shins. Inhale, halfway up. Look up. Plant your hands and step back to plank. Here in plank again, make sure your hands are underneath your shoulders and feel free to relax your knees down to the mat. All right, that doesn't make it a half plank. It's just plank for you today. So wherever you're at, find your plank of choice today. Ground firmly into your toes, firmly into your hands, and then slowly with control, no belly flops here, this is not the pool, lower down onto your belly. With control. Relax your feet, place your hands down by your chest, Make sure your elbows are not popping out. Keep them down by your breastbone, and then inhale up to an itty bitty baby cobra. Look up, relax and lower, and then when you're ready, tuck under your toes and find your first downward facing dog. So since it's your first down dog, maybe walk the dog. So lower one heel while lifting the other. I'm a big advocate of always keeping a micro bend in the knees. And then when you're ready, we'll send our right foot up between our hands. Left foot follows. Hands on shins. Halfway up. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way back up. Find your hands meeting at heart center. Take a breath here and pause. Notice how you feel. Feel your breath and your energy moving throughout your body. We'll do one more of those sun salute A. When you're ready, inhale, arms up, look up, exhale, forward fold. Hands on shins, inhale up, halfway up, flat back. Exhale, release, step back to your plank of choice, either on your knees or not. Exhale, lower down onto your belly. Inhale up, itty bitty baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Find downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths here in down dog. Again, so feel free to continue walking out your dog, lifting up those hips, energetically trying to reach those heels to your mat. When you're ready, left foot to the front of your mat, right foot follows. Inhale up, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Look up, hands find our chest, and breathe. 2 deep breaths here. Invite you to lightly close your eyes. I think all too often in yoga, we're rushing from pose to pose and forget to pause. That pause between the breath, the pause between the poses, that's our meditation. Relish in it, find joy in it. Lightly float your eyes open, inhale, arms up, look up, exhale, forward fold, hands on shins, inhale, halfway up, flat back, exhale, release. This time step your right foot back and then lower the knee down, all right? Have a bend into your left leg and check your knees. So make sure your knee is above your ankle, not extending, not hyperextending. If you need a blanket for underneath your right knee, by all means do that. And then when you're ready, inhale, rise up. And we shrug those shoulders back. Look up, arms, palms facing forward. 3 deep breaths here. Nice, powerful, low lunge. Maybe energetically reach that right hip forward, left hip back so your hips are square. And then when you're ready, we're going to inhale those arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll do that 2 more times, marrying our breath with our movement. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, lower. And this time we're going to twist open to the left. So our right elbow is going to hook onto the outside of our left knee and twist open to the left. If it's comfortable, you can look over your left shoulder. Couple deep breaths here. Return to center. Hold for 1 more breath. Exhale, release your hands and step back and find downward facing dog. Here, if you'd like, you can flow through vinyasa by finding plank, lowering down onto your belly, finding your cobra, and exhale, downward facing dog. When you're ready, we're going to send the right foot up between the hands, gently lowering our left knee. Inhale up, arms out to the side, palms facing forward, and check your hips, make sure that they're square. So what that means is energetically pulling the left hip forward, right hip back. Breath here. And then we're going to marry the breath with movement. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, release to heart center 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Take a deep breath here. And then as you exhale, twist open to the right. Excellent. Return to center. Again, from here, you can take your vinyasa. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. Float onto your belly. Inhale up to a cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Two deep breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. When you're ready, step your left foot forward. And then before we rise up, let's go ahead and make sure that we're not standing on a tightrope. So maybe take your left foot a little bit more to the left, right foot a little bit more to the right. So we're not on the same plane here. And then when you're ready, we're going to rise up into a high lunge. So we're bending into the left leg. Right leg reaches back. Send those arms out, palms facing forward. Nice long spine. Same pose as before, same flow, except this time higher when you're ready. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Deep breath here. Inhale and exhale. Twist open to the left. So the reason why we want to have our feet a little bit more separated than normal is that really does help with the balance. And then after you inhale and exhale, release back. Plant your hands. Flow through a vinyasa if you like, or skip it. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Being slow and intentional with our movements. Same flow, other side. Right foot steps forward. Maybe move the right foot a little bit more to the side, left foot a little bit more to the left. Check your alignment, check your knee, make sure it's not hyperextended. Inhale up, shrug those shoulders back. Nice broad chest. When you're ready, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. Deep breath here. And exhale, twist open to the right. Return to center. Hold one more time before releasing your hands. Find your plank if you'd like. Flow down through your vinyasa. Inhale up to cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Two deep breaths here. Inhale and exhale. One more. Slowly walk your feet up between your hands at the front of your mat. Have a slight bend in your knees. Let your upper body just relax and dangle. Maybe flow side to side. like the same movement you had earlier in your Tadasana, your mountain pose. Subtle movements of your body. If you don't have a bend in your knees already, I invite you to get one, and then slowly, one vertebra at a time, roll up. So slowly that your head stacks over your neck like a surprise. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, pull them back. Again, that nice broad chest. Palms facing forward here. And take a deep breath before we move into one balance pose. So we're just going to do one balance pose. So we're going to extend our arms out to a T position. We're going to ground into our left foot, and then we're going to slowly lift the right leg up. Again, you might find it best to look maybe a few feet in front of you, something not moving. You're invited to stay here, or if you want, you can take your right hand behind your back, take your left hand to the outside of your right leg and twist open to the right. And again, if you fall out of it, guess what? That's life. So try again. And then we're going to work backwards to get out of it. So we're not going to flop out of the balance pose, slowly and with control. Beautiful. And we're going to shake it out. We're going to move on to the other side. So we're going to ground into our right foot, peel up our left heel, send our arms up to a T position, and then very slowly lift up through the left leg. You're certainly welcome to stay here, or you can reach your left hand behind your waist, take your right hand to the outside of your left leg, twist open to the left. Again, notice those subtle movements of your body as it tries to find its center. Slowly come out of the pose. No flopping. Excellent. Maybe shake it out. Beautiful. Find your mountain pose, nice tall spine. Inhale, look up. Exhale, release. Hands on shins. Inhale, up. Look up. Exhale, plant your hands. Find your last plank here. Nice tall plank. Nice strong plank, rather. Drop to your knees if you like. Lower down onto your belly. Keep your hands down by your breastbone. Inhale up, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths in down dog. It's our last one. Before releasing your knees down to the mat, sink your hips to your heels and find child's pose. And gently rise up. We're going to make our way onto our back. All right, so there's just 2 quick back poses, so supine positions that I would like to do before Shavasana. Looks like Claude is already super relaxed. So our first pose, again, we're going to make our way onto our back. First pose, we're going to place our right ankle on top of our left knee. All right, this is certainly a great place to stay, or if you like, you can lift your foot up and then thread your right hand between that little triangle. Left hand reaches behind to grab your right hand and flex through those right toes to protect your knee. A few deep breaths here. This is a great piriformis stretch. So if you're a runner, this is a great pose for you to do. Again, keeping those knees protected by flexing into your right toes. And when you're ready, we're going to lower that left foot down. Release our hands. I'm going to move on to what is known in yin yoga as shoelace. So all we're going to do is we're going to take our right knee and try and stack it on top of our left. So we're basically just crossing our legs here, okay? And then from here, you can certainly stay here, or you can lift your legs up, right? And then grab your shins with your hands. And you should feel a nice stretch on your right outer hip, right down in here. So it's a counter pose to the pose we just did. Couple breaths here. And then slowly release. Release your right leg. Maybe again, relish in that pause between poses. Notice how you feel. We'll switch sides. So left ankle to the top of the right knee, staying here, or lifting up the legs, threading the hands, meeting them each other behind your right leg. Again, flex it into those right toes to keep the left knee nice and protected, your left toes rather. When you're ready, you can slowly lower. We'll move on to shoelace on this leg. So taking the left knee on top of the right, staying here, or lifting up and grabbing our shins. Again, this is a great pose to do if you run. I highly recommend both of these postures. Maybe swaying a little side to side to me always feels good. You're certainly welcome to hold both of those poses for much longer. These are great yin poses and can be held, 3 to 5 minutes. But for the sake of a YouTube video, we're just holding them for a moment. And when you're ready, you're going to release your legs down. Maybe place your hands on your belly or on your thighs and notice how you feel. And from here, we'll move into Shavasana. You're welcome to take Shavasana however you like. So if you want to take Shavasana in this position, or if you'd like to extend your legs, extend your arms, palms facing up, whatever suits you best. Flicking those eyes closed and allowing yourself to relax. You're welcome to take Shavasana for however long you like. I encourage 5 minutes. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. Hopefully this was a nice treat for you today. The deepest part of me honors the deepest part of you. Namaste.